Hey guys, Rob from All Things Wood Heat and Maple. We're going to take a look at my maple pan. I'm going to show you how I clean off the bottom, all that soot from a year's worth of boiling. That's about 5 boils from last year. So this is my Smoky Lake maple pan, 24 by 48. I run straight pine. There's no pallet wood, no anything. It's all clean, wind-blown pine, dry as a bone. I was going to do some kind of comparison using vinegar, using Dawn dishwashing soap. I have a feeling I may not need any of those. Let's check this out. This has been here since last year, and so it's been almost a full year. This is just a shim, and we're going to see what it does. So this is coming off really easily. The first couple of years, I started making maple syrup using this pan. I saw on a forum, someone said, put Dawn dishwashing liquid on the bottom of the pan before you boil. Well, I did that, and I would have to come out here, and literally it was like scrubbing epoxy off the bottom of this unit. I had been running ash, a little bit of oak, probably too big when I first started doing it, probably not dry enough, but it was really bad. Again, this is all pine, nice clean bottom to start, and this is what it is. I'm really pleased with this because I can give this a scrape now, and I'm going to go right into this boiling season without any of the muss and fuss. You can see some of the trees in the background. It's reflecting so nicely. So I'm going to set up the time-lapse camera on this. I'm going to finish cleaning this off, and we'll look at it and see what it looks like in the end. This isn't time-lapse. It's going really well. So this part right here is the front of the pan. This doesn't get as much of the real heavy heat as right in here and back there. So I'm not surprised that this is a little harder. All that stuff in the center has really been cooked out. So I may have to scrub this a little bit and maybe even get some water and soap. So probably about 90%, 95% of it done. All that creosote and that soot buildup, it's like paint, so I got to be careful I don't get it on my face and all over the place. I'm going to start working on this a little bit more. I might hit it with a little bit of water and vinegar that I have left over from my clean the interior of the pan video. Check that out if you're interested in it. But all in all, I'm psyched because this is just about ready to go for this sugaring season. I'm fast forwarding this part because all it is housekeeping, moving around the evaporator, getting rid of some of that soot buildup. I'm going to get ready to use a little vinegar and water, and then eventually Barkeepers Friend. But I wanted to keep it real time so you can see exactly how long it took me to get this pan up to usable condition, with just a couple of minor bits of soot left over. So I'm using water and vinegar. It's 3-to-1 from when I cleaned out the interior of the pan in that other video. You can see how that works on this last bit of the soot on the bottom of this pan. This is a synthetic scrubby. It's not stainless. It's not steel wool. As you can see, vinegar and water really didn't do much. Maybe if I soaked it, it might have had, a beneficial effect. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend vinegar and water. I've got Barkeepers Friend in the barn. I might use that, but I'd rather not have to go through the hassle of rinsing it. I know it'll do a nice job polishing the bottom, but it's also a pain to get off the pan itself. I found when you use Barkeepers Friend on the inside of the pan where your syrup or your sap is going to be, you really have to pay attention to getting that fine film off. Actually, not too worried about it on the bottom of this pan. I'll give it a quick wipe down later on. I know watching me scrub this with vinegar and water is like watching paint dry, but this is a 2.3 minute portion of the whole cleaning process, just right here with the vinegar and water. And if you want, you can fast forward using the chapters or just scrolling forward to see where we go with this. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of Barkeepers Friend, see what happens. Not too bad. That's the Barkeepers Friend side, so I'm going to do the rest of it. See how she looks. Had this container of Barkeepers Friend for about 3 years now. Stuff goes a long way for the pan. So if you do pick it up, you'll have it for a number of seasons. It's a good investment. It really brings out the shine in the stainless steel. Interesting thing to note, right here, this one spot was the hardest soot to get off, that creosote. Most of the other pan, except for the very front, was easy. Right in that spot, that's where my pre-warmer enters into the evaporator. Check out one of my videos if you want to see what I mean by that. But I'm wondering if the cooler temperatures, and that's pre-warmer, comes in around 135 all the way up to 175 plus, depending on how I'm firing it and running it. But that was the only spot in the back part of the pan that I had any issue with trying to get the final black off. So this was about 8.5 minutes using the Barkeepers Friend. I did about 2 minutes using the white vinegar. So the whole process from scraping with that shim, then using the vinegar water, and then going to the Barkeepers Friend, you know, using the the squeegee, wiping it down. We're looking at probably about 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour at best. Could even be a little bit less than that, but it was really easy. I'll be running the evaporator with the same wood this year, probably a little bit drier than last year, and running it hot. It's going to be interesting to see how this pan cleans up this year versus last year. And of course, I'll let you guys know. If you guys are using a flat pan, let me know how you're cleaning the bottom. You have any tips on that? Again, this is straight pine, no junk wood, no nothing. I've got to recommend that because this is the easiest it's been for me since I started using this boiler. Maybe I'm running it a little bit hotter now. I'm getting a little bit more aggressive on trying to get better boils. I'm not sure, but I'm really pleased with the way this cleaned up, and we're one step closer to getting to the boil this year. We'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, if you're sugaring this year, good luck, and we'll see you.